fans, and welcome to Lawrence High School here in Lawrence, Massachusetts for this matchup in varsity football between the Tewksbury Redmen and your Lawrence High School Lancers. Lawrence High coming into the matchup with a 1-1 record. Meanwhile, Tewksbury 2-0 with wins over Danvers and Haverhill on their resume. This evening, special guest up in the booth with us, Superintendent of Lawrence Public Schools, Juan Rodriguez. Mr. Rodriguez, welcome to the broadcast. How are we feeling tonight?
Thank you, Mr. Rosa. Appreciate the invitation. Always feel great at any Lancer football game, but especially so high above the field here. Feels great to be up here.
About to get set for the opening kickoff. It's Jackson Fiudo for Tewksbury to kick things off. Lawrence will return the opening kickoff. The ball bounces across the 15-yard line and goes out of bounds for an illegal procedure penalty. So, Mr. Rodriguez, what do you think of the LHS football team this year? You did that Lancer Bites video during the offseason and met some of the guys. What do you make of their chances this season here in the MVC?
I think, they have a very hardworking and talented squad. They played very well against Lynn English. I think they won 27-0, so it was a great road win to start the season. Last week, very competitive game against Wachusett. A couple mistakes. Bad snap cost them a touchdown, so it would have probably been 14-12 in the fourth quarter. So I'm excited to see how they do over the rest of the season. It's been great to see Jaden and Kelvy and Mauricio, David, all the other seniors, JD's and Friendy. But I think they're going to be very competitive this year.
On 1st and 10 here, first play from scrimmage of the ball game. Jaden Abreu, the senior quarterback, in the shotgun formation. Play action pass and a toss over the middle. That's complete for a first down. The Lancers at midfield right away. David Mannon, 4 touchdowns on the season, and he's got a first down for the Lancers, who will huddle up at midfield.
I think David had mentioned in the Lancer Bites video he wants to make all conference with 4 touchdowns, and he's been dominant on offense and played very well on defense. So I think that's I think he is well on his way to being named all conference with the way he's been playing.
It's a good goal to have, and he's certainly off to a good start. Big part of the offense. Lancers have 1st and 10 from midfield. Ball right on the LHS shield here at Robert Fitzgerald Field. Abreu takes the snap. This time he's going to hand it off to the running back. A short gain left side of the line. That carry from Thomas Rodriguez goes for a short gain. Now, Juan, I know you're a fan of all sports, but what kind of football do you like to watch? Are you into the high-octane passing game, high-scoring games, or are you into the more gritty, low-scoring defensive style like the Tewksbury squad comes in with?
Yeah, I think, when I played football in high school back in the late 1980s, it was not a lot of spread offense, mostly running game, things down the field to the tight end perhaps. So I definitely like defense and the running game, but obviously it's exciting when you have a quarterback like Jaden who can throw the ball and players like Eudine and JD's who can get down the field and make big plays.
2nd and 9 for the Lancers here. First possession of the game. Another rushing attempt again to the left side. Once again, it's Thomas Rodriguez. Short gain on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and long here for the Lancers. Just switching over to another fall sport real quick. I know that you have seen the girls volleyball team in action this season, both home and away. So what do you think of the girls? Because we're going to be there for our next LPS Media broadcast in a couple weeks' time.
Well, I personally feel that girls volleyball is the most exciting and school-spirited event. The players chant, they cheer each other on. There's great sportsmanship. I think we were down in Chelmsford. We saw them in their opener against Chelmsford, and we saw them at home versus Lowell, I think, earlier this week. So they look very good as well. Looking forward to heading out and seeing the girls' soccer team and the boys' soccer team next week. And then also we need to catch a cross-country event, and then I think we'll have covered all of the fall sports. So for me anyways, it's always exciting to see all the students in action representing Lawrence in a great way and competing. And representing, again, their city in a great way.
Of course. So a false start penalty brings the Lancers back onto their half of the field. It's going to be 3rd and 13 as the Lancers huddle up here. Once again, our guest here in the booth, Lawrence Public Schools Superintendent Juan Rodriguez, his daughter Isa, also hanging out with us. before this third down snap. Spread offense, as mentioned just a moment ago, 5 wide for the Lancers. Can they convert? Here comes the rush. It's a short pass over to the far side. It's caught close to the sticks. The reception is made by Adrian Rivera. It's going to depend on the spot. He was tackled on the far sideline right at the first down marker. And it's going to depend on the spot here. Looks like he got a favorable spot.
And they're giving it to him. I think they're moving him up.
It is another first down for the Lancers. A big-time conversion on 3rd and 13. Jaden Abreu finding Adrian Rivera in the flat, and some nice yardage after the catch from Rivera, who did not record a catch last week. He is on the score sheet now with a big third down conversion here early. 1st and 10 Lancers from the Tewksbury 40-yard line. Jaden in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to the running back. Nice gain there by Ventura. Ozarian picks up 4 or 5. So Juan, outside of sports, the school year is just rolling along. Here we are midway through September. What have you seen around the schools here in Lawrence and the classrooms this fall all around the district? What do you see? What do you like?
Just this week, today, we were able to visit the Weatherby School and the Frost School, and we were also at Lawrence High School today as well. And then last night we were at the Frost for their fall open house event, and then also at the Oliver Elementary, Oliver Middle, School for Exceptional Studies, and the Leahy School earlier this week. I think what we've seen is a lot of learning going on, good structures in place, morning meetings going on, teachers checking in on students social, emotionally, and as well as doing a lot of rigor. Saw some students doing number bonds today in 2nd grade, and I say, hey, I remember when my daughter used to bring that home. They were doing Eureka Math like my daughter has done as well. So a lot of learning and good stuff going on right now in the classroom.
Nice. It is 1st down and long after a holding penalty against Lawrence. They're going to go with a run up the middle, and it's brought to about the 45-yard line of Tewksbury. Again, it's Ozarian Ventura with the carry. 2nd down coming up for Lawrence High. They're going to huddle up. Tewksbury coming into the game once again with a 2-0 record. They've defeated Dracut and Haverhill this season. The Lancers, as Mr. Rodriguez mentioned a few moments ago, defeated Lynn English in their first game of the season 27-0 on the road last week here at home. A tough loss, 21-12 against Wachusett. The Lancers trying to go back up above 500. Here is 2nd and 15 for the home team. Abreu back to pass, swings it out to the near side. No gain on the play as the reception is made by Yurin Reyes. And Reyes couldn't shed the tackler. It's going to bring up another 3rd down for the Lancers. At this time it's 3rd and 15. Tough spot for the Lancers here in Tewksbury territory.
The other thing we've been doing, Jay, at the beginning of the year, we've been checking in, make sure that our schools are doing their safety drills, working with the fire department. We've been out checking at bus stops, working with North Reading Transportation closely to make sure kids are getting to school on time. Been a very successful start to the school year.
Lancers going to try to convert here on 3rd and long. Line of scrimmage, the 46-yard line of Tewksbury. And that's going to be an offside penalty against Tewksbury. That's at least what we expect up here in the booth. The referees seem to agree, and a 3rd and 15 will become a little bit easier for the Lancers. They still need to get it across the Tewksbury 30-yard line to pick up the 1st down.
Jay, you expect the Lancers to try for like a 5 or 6 yard gain here and go for it on 4th?
I think it's always 4-down territory when you're inside the opponent's 40 in high school football. That's what makes it different than the pro game, which is why it's so fun to watch. Out to the near side, incomplete, intended for Yurin Reyes. But yes, I think that's usually the strategy when you're in the opponent's team territory. Makes it a lot different than college football, a lot different than the NFL game, and that's why we love it. You get to see the offense out on the field for maybe that one extra play, but that one falls incomplete here. Reyes on the near side couldn't haul it in. The pass slightly overthrown. So the punting team is going to come on. Angel DePlan, the junior, will come on to punt for Lawrence High. He's going to try to pin Tewksbury back deep into their own territory, gets the punt away. It takes a Lancer bounce, and it's going deep into Tewksbury territory, and it's down inside the 5-yard line. A perfect punt by the junior Angel DePlan. How about that special teams work? So, Juan, you've had some significant time now with this superintendent job, some good time under your belt. What is your favorite part of the job now that you've settled in? You've had an off season, if you will. Of course, I know you're busy with summer programs and stuff like that. There really is no off season. But what's your favorite part of the job now that you've had a little experience?
Definitely being able to go out to all of the schools and connect with folks. You know, I've not had too much experience at the preschool level, so it's been great to go to the schools that serve the younger kids especially, to be able to see how the teachers explicitly teach reading and numeracy and things like that. You know, how they teach students to productively play together, to, you know, to learn social skills. So those things I think have been terrific. And just the ability to talk to various folks around the community about what they want for education in Lawrence for their kids has been an especially enriching experience. It's a great job. Working in Lawrence is great. The superintendency position is a great position too. Ooh, well played.
Great defense up front for the Lancers. They stuff the run. Manny Mangata on the run for Tewksbury gets swallowed up by Lawrence High's defensive line. Saw them in practice yesterday before the soccer game, just working on reading the offense pre-snap. They moved to their left, the defensive line that is, and they swallowed up Mangata for a short gain after an offside penalty. Set up a 1st and 5. Now it's 2nd and 4 for Tewksbury. The junior quarterback, Vincent Ciancio, under center. Another nice tackle by the Lancer defense, led by KJ Spahn, the senior.
KJ, a terrific young man, moved up from Georgia when he was a sophomore, I believe. Has been a committed member of the program the last 3 years. It's great to see him doing well as a senior. Big play here, Jay. 3rd down.
3rd and short, yes. Big play here early in the game. All 3rd downs are big, of course, but with a 3rd and short here, Tewksbury, for years and years, known for their running game, known for their offensive line. Let's see if the Lancers are up to the task here. Trying to win the field position game here early. No score in the first quarter. 5:10 to play. They're going to throw for it out to the near side, catching the Lancers by surprise. The catch is made by Johnny Sullivan.
Oh.
And over here on the near side, the Lancers saying it was incomplete, but the chains will move. Ciancio completes it to Sullivan. Sullivan, the sophomore, able to haul it in and move the chains for Tewksbury. Line of scrimmage, the 22-yard line. Ciancio and the Tewksbury offense approach the line of scrimmage in an I formation. Fullback and a tailback. Tight end goes in motion from right to left. Here's a toss play. Lots of running room up the middle. Hunter Johnson at the 20, he's being chased down. Johnson at the 5, inside the 5, and a nice tackle is made there by Yarin Reyes. What a hustle play there by Reyes to save the touchdown, but that play completely changes the field position here in the first quarter.
Ouden definitely showing off his speed there, tracking him down to save the touchdown for the moment. We'll see how the Lancers do down backed up against their own goal line.
Tewksbury from the 2-yard line. They've got 3 backs in the backfield. All 3 of them can run. It's a handoff to the tailback, and the Lancers are up to the task. The D-line makes the stop. It's going to bring up 2nd down and goal. There's a goal line stand in the cards here, and is that one of the most exciting plays in football?
Definitely, I think, or stressful if you're playing offense, right? But obviously something that could get the crowd going here for the Lancers if we could make a couple more stops here, force a field goal attempt.
2 backs in the backfield. It's a quarterback sneak up the middle. Ciancio has it. 6-0 Tewksbury after Ciancio runs in from 3 yards out. So the long run by Hunter Johnson results in a 3-yard touchdown run for Vincent Ciancio. And the kicker, Jackson Fiudo, on to attempt the extra point. The sophomore. Sophomore gets ready. The holder is Braden Aylward. He kicked 6 extra points last week. Let's see if he's on target here in his first attempt this evening. Flag before the snap. And it's going to be offsides against the defense.
Penalty flag. The flag goes against Lawrence for encroachment. Offsides prior to the snap. Move the ball half the distance to the goal line.
Jackson Fiudo, once again, 8 extra points on the year. And make it 9. He's perfect. 9 for 9 on the season. All right, Mr. Rodriguez. Now, here comes the fun and casual stuff. It's fall time. Pumpkin spice, yay or nay? And elaborate.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a pumpkin spice person. You know, my wife and my daughter love pumpkin, things like that. I'm just regular, little cream, little sugar. Not a pumpkin spice person.
Oh boy, okay. Well, more for us, I suppose. All right. Next one. Your Halloween costume or your daughter's Halloween costume. The people really want to know.
Well, I try to put some peer pressure on my daughter to join me in Star Wars gear. I think I was able 3 years ago, and I probably can get a picture of it, when I had my Stormtrooper costume on, and she dressed up as Princess Leia. It was definitely one of the best days of my life when we went trick-or-treating.
Wow.
So,
nice.
you know, that was definitely terrific for me. But she kind of protests now. I think last year did Cruella. What was your outfit last year? No. Oh, Freddy Krueger,
nice.
yeah. She's into the horror movies. Her and her mom are into horror movies. Me not so much.
Issa is into horror movies.
Yes. Yeah.
That is awesome. That is pretty cool. Well, then, the follow-up question. Favorite Star Wars content? Is it a movie? Is it The Mandalorian, one of the new shows? There's a lot to choose from these days. If you had to sit down and watch one Star Wars content, which one would it be?
I'd probably watch all of it. I would watch Andor. I would watch Ahsoka, all those things, The Mandalorian. I really enjoy reading the books, Legacy of the Force series, all those book series, the Darth Bane series. I watch for when the new Star Wars releases are, and I always purchase them. And you know, usually they differ a little bit from the movies, which happens with every type of book series. But as far as any type of literature, I'll read it all, and then anything that's out on Disney Plus, I would definitely watch it as well.
Yeah, likewise. Big fan of Empire Strikes Back, personally, the old school, but I do love myself some Boba Fett. Boba Fett is one of my favorites. So on first down here for the Lancers, after the kickoff return by Reyes, Rodriguez carries it up the middle, a solid first down carry of about 3 yards. So that brings up a second down situation here, 8 yards, as the Lancers will try to tie things up here on their second possession of the game. Their first ended in a punt. So if you could shout out to one amazing student that you have seen anytime so far this school year, I know there are literally thousands of them, but you know, if you had to boil it down to one, maybe one that you saw today or recently, who might that be?
We'll let Jaden get a first down here, and then we'll get into that.
He is in the shotgun here with 3 wide to the near side left. A Brew throws it to the near side. The pass is complete to the 29-yard line, hauled in by the senior tight end, Friendy Solar, setting up a third down situation.
I think it would give a shout. It'd be natural to give a shout out to Jay Ashley on the cheer squad, and Miliana, who's also on the cheer squad. 2 of our seniors who were co-MCs of our opening of schools event, which was great. Brought a lot of energy. They're both LPIN award winners for very high GPAs. So scholars, athletes, wonderful citizens at Lawrence High School. I believe Jay Ashley went to the Partha Middle School, and Miliana went to the Arlington. So we definitely would love to give the Lancer Cheer a shout out, and Jay Ashley and Millie specifically a shout out.
They did a great job at the opening ceremonies for the LPS teachers about a month ago. Third down play. The Lancers trying to get it via a rushing attempt. Looks like they're going to be just a couple of yards short here. Fourth down now coming up for the Lancers here in the final minute of the first quarter. So naturally, then the next question would be if you could shout out any amazing teacher in the district. Off the top of your head, I know we have hundreds, maybe thousands. I believe we have thousands.
Yes, we have 1,410 teaching staff. I believe we have 688 paraprofessionals. Staff, all stars everywhere. Checked in with the Weatherby food service workers today. They're doing a great job. Said hi to a bunch of the safety officers at Lawrence High School who are our former students. Alex Pena, saw him. He recently joined the district. I had Alex many years ago at the Arlington School, and he graduated from Lawrence High School, I believe, 2014. So to me, it's great to see everybody who's playing a part in the Lawrence Public School District. Like you said, too many to specifically name anybody because everybody, it's a collective effort.
For sure.
It's great to see everybody in different roles doing great things for our students, supporting each other and supporting the community.
So
But maybe, I mean, we really should give Mr. Gorham a shout out.
Mr. Gorham.
My buddy, Mr. Gorham, teaching AP, English, announcing games.
Mr. Gorham is a true professional. After the Lancer punt, all the way down the field, overthrown.
Oof.
Hunter Johnson was open. He had a big play on Tewksbury's last drive. That one falls incomplete. Second down coming up now for Tewksbury. This could be the last play of the first quarter here. So then, Mr. Rodriguez, I will leave you with this one last question. Who is or who are, either a person or a group of people, the unsung heroes of Lawrence Public Schools?
Wow. Again, I'll have to think about that one. Way too many to name. Our kids need to get to school, so our bus drivers, right, they need to get out of school.
Double handoff, clever play, and off to the races is Tyler Barnes on the double handoff. A touchdown for Tewksbury here as the first quarter comes to an end. Two handoffs behind the line of scrimmage caught the Lancers off guard, and it is now 13-0 as the first quarter comes to an end. What did you make of that first quarter?
Two big plays, right? Two big plays by Tewksbury, and that's why they were up 2 touchdowns. I think, again, to get back to the unsung heroes, bus drivers, CAF workers, our paraprofessionals, our safety officers, our CNAs, our nurses, along with the teachers and the principals, administrators. Everybody's working hard.
On for the extra point. 10 out of 10 now on the season for the kicker, Jackson Fiudo. Mr. Rodriguez, Issa, thank you so much for your time this evening. You're welcome here anytime in the booth, of course. And we look forward to seeing you either for the girls volleyball game coming up, girls soccer game. We have that on our schedule for upcoming broadcasts. The Lawrence Public Schools Media Department will be in the gym on October the 2nd at 5 p.m. when the Lancer girls host North Andover.
How about LPS Media for unsung heroes, right? They're always on the spot when we need their help. Yes, definitely. Thanks for having me up here. It's great to be up here. Look forward to seeing our students in action and our staff coaching and joining you at our future athletic events as the 23-24 year is just underway. But thanks a lot. We appreciate it. Go Lancers.
Go Lancers. Thank you so much for joining us. Once again, we want to thank the superintendent of Lawrence Public Schools, Juan Rodriguez, of course, his daughter Issa also spending some time here in the booth with us. The first quarter, all Tewksbury, the Lancers did have some offensive momentum on their first drive of the game, but now, after 2 touchdown drives for the Redmen, Tewksbury on top 14-0. Here's the kickoff. Sent back deep. It bounces at the 13-yard line. Picked up by Lawrence. It's Reyes. Reyes, shifty move. Gets it across the 25. And he's tackled at the 27. Reyes brings it 17 yards out. And the Lancers will try to answer back. Second quarter action here from Lawrence. The Lancers 1-1, Tewksbury 2-0. Lawrence High punted on each of their first 2 drives. Two backs in the backfield for Abreu. One of them goes in motion. It's a handoff up the left side. No gain on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Lancers. Rodriguez unable to get a block. And the Tewksbury line was ready. 2nd down coming up. Looks like he did gain a yard. So 2nd and 9 make it. Again, 2 backs in the backfield with Jaden Abreu, the senior quarterback. 3 wide receivers set for the Lancers. Trying to get the offense in gear here early in the second quarter. Play action pass to the near side. Diving catch is made. Friendy Solar, the senior tight end, diving to his left, comes down with it at the 36-yard line. And the Lancers pick up 7 yards. 3rd down coming up. 2 yards needed to move the chains. Big 3rd down situation here for the Lancers. Lancers need to convert here to get a little momentum back. It's a 2-score game here in the second. 3 wide to the far side left, 1 to the near side right, 1 back in the backfield for Jaden. Takes the snap, hands it off. Rodriguez gets the 1st down, and the Lancers move the chains. Rodriguez brings it to the 41. Chains move here. New line of scrimmage after the run by Rodriguez is the Lancer 41-yard line. Three wide to the near side right, 1 to the far side left for Jaden, 1 back in the backfield. Here's the snap. It's a wide receiver screen. Lancers looking for a flag. The screen pass to the near side was off the mark. It falls incomplete. And that's ruled an incompletion, so the Lancers don't lose yardage on that play. Abreu with his coaches standing at the 30-yard line. Getting a play here in for this 2nd down and 10. And the referee is now going to talk things over, perhaps talking about whether or not that should be considered a backwards pass or a lateral, which would result in a loss of yardage for the Lancers. They're pointing to the near sideline. And let's see if the line of scrimmage here moves. And it will. Tough break there for the Lancers, although it certainly did look like that was a backwards pass. So a 2nd and 10 becomes a 2nd down and 15 situation for the Lancers from the 36-yard line. Jaden in the shotgun formation with Rodriguez to his left. Takes the snap, hands it off. Rodriguez stuffed at the line of scrimmage, nowhere to go. 3rd and long now for the Lancers. From the 35-yard line now, the Lancers need about 16 yards to pick up the first. They need to get it across midfield to the Tewksbury 49. Let's see what they have in the playbook here. Do they go conservatively and swing it out short, or do they go long? Three wide to the near side right. Look to the near sideline. If Abreu is going to sling it, he's got a man open. It's Reyes, but he couldn't haul it in. Abreu was trying to lead Reyes, but the ball was just slightly overthrown. Reyes dashing across the 50-yard line. Couldn't haul it in. It was just out in front of his fingertips. And the Lancers will be forced to punt here on 4th down and 16. Duplan handles the snap, sends it up high into the sky. It takes a Lancer bounce. Another good punt by Duplan. And it'll be downed at the 29-yard line. Tewksbury football here with 8:13 to play. Second quarter action from Robert Fitzgerald Field at Veterans Memorial Stadium here in Lawrence. Tewksbury, 2 rushing touchdowns this evening. One from Vincent Ciancio and one from Tyler Barnes. 2 extra points makes it 14-0. The visiting Tewksbury squad out in front, whistles and flags before the snap. It's going to be a false start penalty against Tewksbury. Lancer defense trying to get a stop here, get their offense back in gear. Lawrence High trying to avoid going down 3 scores here in the first half. Handoff up the middle. Lancers make the stop. Great job defensively by the Lancers. Johnson on the carry, and he's gang tackled. Short gain on that carry after Johnson was pushed about 5 yards back, but forward progress gives him a couple. Second down now for Tewksbury, trying to get it to the Lancer 39 to pick up a first. I formation, 1 wide to the near side left for Ciancio. Play action pass, deep drop, a throw deep over the middle, and it's overthrown. The intended receiver, Johnny Sullivan, ran a good route, was in double coverage. It would have needed a perfect pass. And that one was overthrown. A little too much mustard on it from Ciancio. Third and long here for Tewksbury. Shotgun formation here. Ciancio with 1 back in the backfield. Back to throw here on 3rd and 11, and it's caught. First down, Tewksbury across midfield. Nice hook up there between Ciancio and Johnny Sullivan. Sullivan to the 47-yard line of Lawrence High. Tewksbury huddles up, under 7 minutes to play now here, second quarter action. Ciancio with an empty backfield, 5 wide, 3 to the far side right, 2 to the near side left. Quick screen out to the far side. It is caught by Ben Christopher. And Christopher with a nice easy gain there on first down, picks up 3 yards. Ball spotted at the 45-yard line here. Under 6.5 now to play here, second quarter. Tewksbury leading 14-0, trying for their third score of the game. Two backs in the backfield, this time Ciancio under center, hands it off to the fullback. And lined up in that fullback position, Manny Mangata. The junior plows forward, earns a first down. Picked up 11, brings it to the 36-yard line. Tewksbury going from right to left here in the second quarter. Moving the chains in the running game, moving the chains in the passing game. Haven't connected on a deep shot yet, but they've had a couple of long runs that have helped earn them 2 touchdowns here in the first half. Here is a handoff to Hunter Johnson. Off tackle right. And Johnson picks up 5. Give him 6 here as he gets it to the 30-yard line of Lawrence High.
Ball spotted at the Lawrence 30-yard line. Second down and 4.
A methodical drive here for Tewksbury. Ciancio and the offense approach the line of scrimmage in a pistol formation. Back to throw on second down. Ciancio fires to the far side, and it's caught. First down, Tewksbury. Reception made on the sideline by Cam Kearney. Kearney with his first catch of the game. Makes it count. He's out of bounds at the 18-yard line for a Tewksbury first down. Red men in the red zone here in the second quarter. 4:42 to play. I formation with 2 wide to the near side left. Handoff to the tailback, all kinds of running room, and the Lancers do a good job to close the gap there, but they're going to be called for what might be an unsportsmanlike conduct or unnecessary roughness or a horse collar tackle. That tackle looked a little sketchy. It is a personal foul. It's a face mask, actually. The Lancer defender grabbing the ball carrier by the face mask. Thought it might have been a horse collar tackle, but the way the ball carrier was spun down wasn't pretty, so the Lancers get flagged for it. Automatic first down for Tewksbury. Half the distance to the goal results in a first and goal from the 5-yard line. From 5 yards out, can Tewksbury get their third score of the game? Pistol formation again, rolling to his right. Ciancio throws it. Ben Christopher drops it.
Ciancio's pass intended for Ben Christopher. Second down and goal.
Second and goal after Christopher couldn't haul it in. The Lancer defense was ready to pounce on him, though. Perhaps why he bobbled that passing attempt from his junior quarterback, Vincent Ciancio. 4:04 to play. Lancers trying to get a stop here. Ball on the 5. Tight formation here, 2 backs in the backfield, 1 wide out to the far side right. It's a handoff to Hunter Johnson looking for the goal line, and he's in. Touchdown, Tewksbury. It's 20-0.
Johnson with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Extra point attempt coming up for Jackson Fiuto. A great year of kicking here so far for Jackson Feudo. And there is his 11th extra point of the season. Third tonight. And the Lancer offense will try to score here before the end of the first half. Again, the score, Tewksbury 21, the Lancers 0. Scoring summary here so far this evening from Lawrence. Ciancio, a rushing touchdown to make it 7-0. Tyler Barnes, a long touchdown rush to make it 7-0. That was in the first quarter. And just a moment ago here in the second quarter, Hunter Johnson, a 5-yard touchdown run to make it 20-0. 21-0, of course, after the extra point by Feudo. Feudo will kick it off for Tewksbury. And the Lancer set to return for the fourth time this evening. Kickoff comes to the near side. It's grabbed there by De La Rosa, who crosses the 30-yard line, and he's brought down. Ball loose. Was De La Rosa down? Yes, he was, says the head referee with the white hat. De La Rosa down by contact before the ball came loose, so the Lancers have possession here at the 33-yard line. First and 10, Lawrence High, 3:47 to play here in the second. Lancers trying to put up a score before the half. A Brew in the shotgun with Rodriguez in the backfield, 3 wide to the far side left here on first and 10. Takes the snap, play action pass. It's a little slant over the middle. Nice first down play for the Lancers as Jadis Cartagena makes his first catch of the ball game. It's a gain of about 9. Clock rolling here in the second. It's a 4 wide receiver set with 3 wide to the far side left. And Ventura in the backfield with a Brew. Takes the snap, back to throw. Gets a block, heaves it over the middle. It's intercepted by Tewksbury at the 38-yard line. And here comes the return. Tripped up at the 35-yard line on the other side of the field. Cam Kearney, who had a reception on Tewksbury's last drive, comes up with the interception. Strong defensive play. Playing the safety position. Little ball hawking there by Cam Kearney, but hold up for a moment. Flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be a penalty on the return, which would mean Tewksbury retains possession after the interception. Could be a holding penalty on the return after the turnover.
Penalty against Tewksbury for an illegal block on the return.
So the penalty is on Tewksbury, an illegal block in the back after the interception. So Tewksbury loses a lot of field position, but they do get the ball after the interception by Kearney. So the line of scrimmage will actually be right around where Kearney initially made the interception. 35-yard line of Tewksbury. That's where the Redmen will set up shop here with 2:48 to go until halftime. Run straight up the middle. Nice job by Manny Mangata to move the chains on first down.
Gain of 12. That gives Tewksbury first down at their own 47.
Mangata brings it out to the 47-yard line of Tewksbury. Tewksbury offense huddling up, taking their time here. No 2-minute drill, at least not yet. 2:15 to play here in the second with the clock rolling. I formation with one wide to the near side left. Mangata lined up as the fullback. It's going to be a toss to the far side. Flag on the play as Hunter Johnson
On the carry.
gets the carry. Spahn on the tackle. And the referee going to the far sideline to talk to head coach Brian Aylward of Tewksbury. Penalty goes against Lawrence, but the penalty is declined.
Against Lawrence, but it is declined. Tewksbury will accept the result of the play. Correction penalty is
And
Tewksbury.
after the initial penalty call, looks like there was a delay of game penalty against Tewksbury. And so that does set the Tewksbury offense 5 yards back. And so that makes it 1st and 15 from the 42-yard line. 1:41 left in the quarter. Handoff up the middle. Johnson is wrapped up after a gain of about 4 yards on first down.
David Bannon made the stop. Second down for Tewksbury. About a minute and a half to play before halftime.
Tewksbury huddling up here. Seems like they're in no rush. They're not busting out the 2-minute drill, at least not yet, with just over a minute to play in the second quarter. I formation for Tewksbury. Play action pass, and here comes a deep shot over to the far side. The deep option was not open. Johnny Sullivan was deep down the field, but the pass was incomplete. It was intended for another receiver over on the far side of the field. It falls incomplete.
Third down for Tewksbury.
Third down and 11 needed to pick up the first for Tewksbury here with just over a minute to play in the quarter. It's 3rd and 11. The Lancers call timeout to talk things over here late in the first half. Folks, are you diehard Lawrence Lancer fans? Then you are in the right place. This is LPS Media, your home for Lawrence Lancers athletics. Tune in to Comcast Channel 99, Verizon Channel 41, or head on over to our YouTube channel to catch all the excitement. We've got you covered with 24-hour coverage of events happening all across the Lawrence Public Schools. From the latest LHS sports action to theatrical productions and school news from all around the district, we've got it all. And with over 1,000 videos from the last decade, you can relive all your favorite moments anytime, anywhere. So don't wait. Open the YouTube app or open up your favorite browser and start streaming today. Get in the game with LPS Media, your home for Lawrence Lancers athletics.
Third down and 11 for Tewksbury.
Lancers could use a stop here on 3rd and 11. Moments before halftime, deep drop to the near side, wide open, the catch is made. And into the end zone goes number 9, Cam Kearney. Tewksbury had the ball because of Kearney's interception, and he finishes the job with a long touchdown reception. The pass thrown by the junior Vincent Ciancio.
From Vincent Ciancio. Tewksbury leads 27-0 at the conversion pen.
27-0 here in the second quarter. 49 seconds to go. Ball down, kick up on the way, and Fiuto is 12 out of 12 on the season. So let's see what the Lancers want to do here. They'll get the ball back with under a minute to play in the second quarter. See if they want to take a couple of deep shots, try and get the ball down the field for a quick score, or if they're content to go into the locker room to talk things over, down by 4 scores here in the second. Moments away from a halftime break here. September the 22nd, 2023, a beautiful evening here in the Merrimack Valley. About 65 degrees at kickoff time. Now it's down to about 59 degrees. Little breezy here this evening, 11-mile-an-hour winds. Not really playing a factor here in the game. A nice fall night here. Tewksbury enjoying the lead. The Lancers still trying to get on the board. And they will start from inside their own 20 here on this drive with 44 seconds to play until halftime.
Short kickoff return by Lawrence. First and 10 for the Lancers from their own 17.
Line of scrimmage, the 17-yard line of LHS. Good crowd on hand here at Veterans Memorial. The Lancers have had a couple of good crowds here to start off the 2023 season. Last week against Wachusett Regional and this week against Tewksbury. Abreu in the offense trying to give them something to cheer about here in the second. Let's see if they want to air it out with 44 seconds on the clock. Empty set for the Lancers. Quick pass to the far side is caught. Little shake and bake over on the far side. Believe that's Solar who made the catch, but he doesn't get far.
Solar wrapped up after a short game.
Timeout called after the reception. Lawrence High will come to the bench and talk things over. They'll stop the clock with 30 seconds to play in the quarter. Looking at the schedule ahead for Lawrence High, the Lancers travel to Brockton next week, a Friday night game, 7 o'clock start in Brockton, non-conference game. That is next Friday night, September the 29th, and after that, the Lancers take on Drake Friday, October the 6th in Drake. And the following week, the Lancers travel all the way down to New Bedford, another non-conference matchup. That's again Friday, October the 6th, a 7:30 start in that one. And the Lancers won't be home until Friday, October the 13th, when they host the North Andover Scarlet Knights. Again, that's a home game, 6 p.m. start Friday, October the 13th. Of course, LPS Media, we will be here broadcasting that game, the Lancers and the Scarlet Knights, on October 13th. We invite you to join us here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. If you can't, then we've got you covered. Second down for the Lancers, 30 seconds to go. Rolling out to the near side. The catch is made here on the near side, but Friendy Solar was out of bounds, so it'll be third down now. Nice throw to the near side, but Abreu led Solar just out of bounds, couldn't drag the toe and keep it in. So third down coming up with 22 seconds to play. Lancers huddle up. Line of scrimmage is the 22-yard line. 3rd and 5. Lancers with 3 wide to the near side right. Let's see if they go for the sticks or they go for the home run. Brew throws it over the middle and it's caught close to the first down marker. Mannon makes the catch. Came down awkwardly. And he's going to be a yard short of the first down. Tough break for the Lancers. Let's see if the Lancers want to let the clock run out here. They do, folks. That's the end of the second quarter. It's halftime here in Lawrence. A beautiful evening in the city of Lawrence. And a beautiful offensive showing here for the visiting Tewksbury squad. The score at the half, 28-0. Tewksbury leading. Folks, thank you as always for watching LPS Media. We're going to take a short halftime break, and we'll be right back with the third quarter.
I could tell you about school, but I'd rather show you. Please come visit me at school.
Being a parent doesn't end when I leave the house. Please come visit me at school.
El papel de ser padre no se termina cuando yo salgo a la escuela.
Por favor, visítame en la escuela. ¿Se recuerda lo mucho que nos divertíamos en la escuela? Ahora lo vamos a hacer juntos. Por favor, visítame a la escuela.
Hay tiempo para ir a visitarme en la escuela.
Do you remember how much fun it was to be in school? Let's do it together. Please come visit me at school.
Feel the beat of nature at a park or forest near you. Find a forest and music inspired by nature at discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back, Lancer fans. Thanks for joining us here on LPS Media. We are your home for Lawrence Lancers athletics, about to get the second half underway here from Lawrence. All Tewksbury in the first half. 28-0 is the score. We want to thank our crew for making tonight's broadcast possible. Stephen, Eli, and Saul. The Lancers go for an onside kick here to start off the second half, but Tewksbury is able to recover it. Our producer is Mr. Luis Lopez. We also want to thank Superintendent Juan Rodriguez for joining us here earlier in the broadcast. Another shout out, Felicia Dowling, Lawrence Public Schools teacher, and her 4th grade class, the honorary captains for tonight's game. They are here in attendance cheering on the Lancers. Once again, shout out to LPS teacher Felicia Dowling and her 4th grade class. Thanks so much for coming out tonight to Veterans Memorial Stadium here in Lawrence. It's a beautiful night for football as the Lancers get a stop here on first down. Great defense. Lancer D-line getting some penetration and stopping the run here early in the third quarter. Manny Mangata, his first carry of the third quarter. He's brought down for a loss. 5-yard loss. Second down here. 15 to go. Tewksbury on the 44-yard line. Second play from scrimmage here in the second half. In a pistol formation with 4 wide, 2 to either side. Man in motion from left to right is Christopher. It's a screen to the near side. Nice catch made there by Kenny Wynn. And Wynn brings it across midfield to the 49-yard line of Lawrence High. Third down for Tewksbury here. Lawrence High went for the onside kick to start off the quarter. They were unsuccessful, but they need a stop here on third down if they want any chance to get back in this game here, down by 4 scores. Back to pass. Ciancio completes it to the far side. Spin move and a first down. Great reception there by Kearney. And Kearney caught it about a yard short of the line to gain, made a little spin move on the far sideline, and his momentum brought him past the marker. First down, Tewksbury, after a nice hookup there between Ciancio and Kearney. First down, it's a rushing attempt here for Tyler Barnes, and Barnes goes across the far sideline. Nice first down carry for Tewksbury.
Barnes picks up 8 yards on first down. Second down and 2 for Tewksbury. They're at the Lawrence 32.
2 yards needed to pick up the first down here. Tewksbury rolling on their first possession of the second half. First possession overall of the second half. Started off with an onside kick attempt by Lawrence. Here's the handoff up the middle. Rushing attempt is going to come up short of the line to gain. Third down coming up for Tewksbury. Let's see if the Lancers can get a stop here. Could be, should be 4 down territory for Tewksbury. They need 2 yards to pick up the first. Ciancio lines up in the shotgun formation. Mangata in the backfield with him. 3 wide receivers set. It's a handoff to the receiver, Barnes, and Barnes is brought down. The Lancers think that they've stopped him short of the line to gain. The near sideline Lancer bench and coaching staff signaling 4th down. And it will indeed be 4th down as Barnes comes up just a bit short.
Situation for Tewksbury. 4th and 2 at the Lancer 32.
8 minutes to go here, just over 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. Tewksbury in this first drive of the second half. Tight formation with 1 wide to the far side left. It's a handoff to Mangata up the middle on 4th down, and he converts.
Mangata on the carry, converts the Tewksbury first down.
With now under 8 minutes to play here in the third quarter, Tewksbury converts on a 4th and short. And they keep the drive alive. Trying to get a 5th score on the board here in the third quarter. Seven and a half minutes to play here in the third. Tewksbury leading 28-0. Ball on the ground. The Lancers looking for it. Confusion on the handoff. Tewksbury trying to create a little misdirection in the backfield, but the ball comes loose. Tewksbury recovers the fumble, and they have it on the 26-yard line of Lawrence. Loss on the play of 1 yard, 2nd down and 11 coming up for Tewksbury. Shotgun formation for Tewksbury. Pistol formation, Mangata standing directly behind Ciancio. Ciancio is going to tuck it and run. Makes a cut, gains a few. 6.5 minutes to go now here in the third quarter. Tewksbury chewing up clock here as we get to the later stages of this ball game. Tewksbury using Tyler Barnes to chew up some clock here as well as Manny Mangata. We haven't seen Hunter Johnson get a carry yet here in the third. Another tight formation. This time, Ciancio is going to throws across his body to the far side. It's complete for a first down and more. All the way into the end zone goes Tyler Barnes. And Tewksbury is up by 5 scores.
Touchdown pass from Vinny Ciancio to Tyler Barnes.
34-0, Tewksbury leading after the touchdown reception by Barnes. And Feudo on to kick the extra point. And now Feudo is 13 for 13 on the season. 5 tonight, 6 last week, and 2 in week 1. Scoring summary so far this evening from Lawrence. In the first quarter, Ciancio a touchdown rush to make it 7-0. Barnes, his first of 2 touchdowns in the first quarter. In the first quarter, it was a long rushing attempt to make it 14-0. Then in the second, Hunter Johnson, a 5-yard touchdown rush. Later in the second, Cam Kearney, a touchdown reception to make it 28-0. And just a moment ago, Barnes with his second touchdown of the evening. This time, a reception, a catch and run to make it 35-0 here after the extra point by Jackson Feudo.
Feudo set to kick off for Tewksbury. Aaron Reyes needed to receive for Lawrence.
Standing deep in his own territory at the 10-yard line is Reyes. Moves to his right, ball bounces once, twice. Reyes has it now, crosses the 15, cuts across the 20, gets it across the 25 to the 27, 28-yard line. And the Lancers will try to get on the board here in the third quarter.
Across the 25-yard line. First and 10 Lancers. They'll work from their own 28.
So the Lancers' first possession of the second half will begin with 5:34 remaining here in the third. Abreu in the shotgun with one back in the backfield. It's a direct snap to the running back. The running back is David Mannon.
Direct snap to David
Mannon
Bannon.
leading the team with 4 touchdowns on the season. Picks up a couple on first down, makes it out to the 30-yard line, and that sets up a 2nd down and 8. The Lancers go without a huddle here on 2nd down. Same formation. It's a handoff to Rodriguez, who is tackled, helmets flying everywhere, balls down, flags out, chaos on that 2nd down snap. And let's sort it all out here. The helmets have been picked up, the flags are still down. Looks like there was no turnover on the play. And the referees will discuss the flag. Personal foul is going to go against Lawrence here, so they're going to be backed up deep in their own territory. And we'll replay 2nd down here with 5 minutes to go in the third. Ball on the 12-yard line. 3rd down and a long way to go for the Lancers. They need to get it out to the 38-yard line. And the Lancers will call timeout to talk things over before second down. We'll replay second down and 25 yards needed to pick up the first. But the Lancers call timeout to talk things over, and we will take this opportunity to remind you to subscribe to the Lawrence Public Schools YouTube channel. Are you looking to relive some of your favorite moments from school events? Then look no further than the Lawrence Public Schools YouTube channel. Currently featured on the channel, Lawrence High boys soccer team, a 4-4 draw against Drake senior Brandon Cardona last night, scoring a hat trick for the Lancers. 3 goals in the game for the senior, and mind you, those 3 goals came within the first 20 minutes of the game. What an achievement for the Lancers, who played to a 4-4 draw against Drake. Of course, last week's football game, when Wachusett Regional came into Lawrence and came away with a 21-12 victory. And coming soon, as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, girls volleyball. The Lancer girls will host North Andover on Monday, October the 2nd at 5 p.m. Check out all those videos and so much more on the Lawrence Public Schools YouTube channel. Here we go. Third down is what the referees are saying on the field. We thought it was second down here, but either way, the pass is caught by Mannon. And Mannon gains about 10 yards there. So the Lancers going to be faced with a fourth down situation here, deep in their own territory. So third down here for the Lancers. 13 needed to pick up the first after the nice gain by Mannon on second down. See if the Lancers go deep here. Abreu deep over the middle, has a man open, and it's caught! And it's dropped incomplete. For a second, thought it was a catch and a fumble, but it falls to the turf. Jadis Cartagena almost hauled it in for a Lancer touchdown. It looked initially like it was slightly overthrown. But it was Cartagena who got the hand on it. And now the Lancers will be on defense, as that was fourth down. Yeah, we totally lost it down there randomly. Yeah, we lost a random down. Wait, you're supposed to lost it down, I guess. First down for Tewksbury after the turnover on downs. Nice tackle in the backfield as Ben Christopher is taken down. Elijah Santel and others in on the tackle. Elijah Santel, they call him the Munchkin. We mentioned in the broadcast last week. Elijah's older brother Brandon, one of the best linebackers to ever play for Lawrence High. And Elijah following in his older brother's footsteps. The elder brother, the Donut, Elijah the Munchkin, as the Lancers need a couple big plays on defense here in the second half. It's a toss out to the far side. Nicky DeSisto on the carry. And the sophomore running back and backup quarterback getting a look here in the second half. Third down for Tewksbury. Tewksbury making a change at the quarterback position. The junior Ciancio comes out, and the sophomore Sullivan comes into the game. Sullivan's going to tuck it and run, looking for a little bit of room, takes it all the way to the sideline, and he's brought down at the 26. Maybe a short gain. Yes, he does pick up one. Good defense by Lawrence High, and it's 4th and 10. And Tewksbury is going to try to kick the field goal. They're going to try to kick it from 42 yards out. Let's see if Jackson Fiuto, who is perfect on the season in extra points, let's see if he's got the leg from 42 yards out. Snap is high. The kick is up on the way, and it comes up short. Might have been partially blocked. Good rush there by the Lancer special teams unit. And Jackson Fiuto's perfect season comes to an end after 13 consecutive extra points. His field goal attempt from 42 yards out comes up just short, and the Lancers will take over after the missed field goal. Just over a minute to play here in the third. Abreu and the Lancer offense approach the line of scrimmage with 5 wide, an empty shotgun set for the home team. Abreu back to throw, finds a receiver. Short gain on first down as the reception is made by Yurin Reyes. On the tackle, Christopher for Tewksbury. Clock rolling here, under a minute to play. Second down coming up, the Lancers huddle. 5 yards needed to pick up the first. See if the Lancers can put together a drive. They've got a good crowd on hand here tonight. They're going to try and get a score on the board here before everyone goes home here on this Friday evening in Lawrence. One back in the backfield here for Jaden. Back to throw. No, he's not. Oh, he's tackled hard as Abreu tried to rush it up the middle, and he got crushed at the line of scrimmage. He gets up, looks to be okay, but Jaden Abreu took one for the team right there. Third down for the Lancers here. As time expires in the third quarter, we move to the fourth with the score. Tewksbury 35, Lawrence High 0. Hey, Lawrence Lancer fans, are you looking to relive some of your favorite moments from school events? Then look no further than the Lawrence Public Schools Flickr account with over 10,000 stunning photos from sporting events, graduations, theater performances, concerts, and so much more. Our Flickr account is the ultimate destination for visual storytelling, yes, and with over 2.1 million views and counting, our amazing photography is not to be missed. So whether you're a student, a parent, or just a fan of great photography, head on over to flickr.com/people/Lawrence Public Schools, or just download the Flickr app and start exploring our collection today. Once again, that's flickr.com/people/Lawrence Public Schools. Fourth quarter set to begin here from Lawrence.
Third down and 5 for Lawrence.
Running time here in the fourth quarter with Tewksbury leading 35-0. Abreu and the Lancers still looking for pay dirt here this evening. A long throw up ahead to Cartagena, who makes the catch in Tewksbury territory. And the crowd roars as the Lancers get a big completion. A gain of 32 yards for the Lancers. A brew to Cartagena. New line of scrimmage after the reception is the 43-yard line. Lancers huddle it up, and they approach the line of scrimmage here in the fourth quarter in a shotgun formation. One back in the backfield along with the senior quarterback, Jaden Abreu. 3 wide to the far side left for Lawrence High. Jaden waits for the snap, takes it, fakes it, throws to the far side. It's caught by Solar, who is brought down after a gain of 5 yards. Second and 5 coming up for the Lancers. 10:15 to go in the game. Lancers opening up the offense here. Again in the shotgun, another empty set for Jaden Abreu. 3 wide to the near side right, 2 to the far side left. Back to throw, Jaden Abreu fires, it's caught. Cartagena took a hit, but he picks up the first down. And the Lancers on the move here. From the 30-yard line, the Lancers have a first down after the reception by Jadis Cartagena. $9:15 to play in the game here. The Lancers huddle up before this first down snap from the 30. Once again, trying to find pay dirt for the first time this evening against a strong Tewksbury squad. Tewksbury hoping to go 3-0 on the young season. Another empty set for Jaden. Pressure comes up the middle, but he gets rid of it and the pass is dropped. It's incomplete. The pressure came right up the middle on Jaden Abreu. He got rid of it just in time. An accurate pass as well, but the receiver under pressure from the defensive back could not complete the reception, and that brings up 2nd and 10 for the home team. Still on the 30-yard line. Abreu has the play from the sideline. Relays the play to the squad in the huddle. 5 wide receiver set, another empty set, 3 wide to the near side right, 2 to the far side left here with under 8 minutes to go. Fourth quarter action. Jaden waiting for the snap. He has it. Back to throw. Quick throw over the middle, and it's caught by Mannon. And Mannon short of the line to gain, but he does pick up 8 yards. 2 yards needed now to pick up the first.
Third down and 2 for Lawrence.
Lancers taking their time here. They'll huddle up before this third down snap. Certainly 4 down territory here for the Lancers. One back in the backfield, it's Ventura. 3 wide to the near side right, 1 to the far side left for Jaden. Takes the snap, hands it off, up the middle. Ventura bursts into the end zone, close to the goal line, but it looks like he's going to be just short. Nice carry by Ozarian Ventura. He comes up a yard short of the goal line. It's 1st and goal for the Lancers. And the running back coming in from the sideline is Thomas Rodriguez, number 26. Let's see if he'll get the carry. As Mannon comes out of the game, surprisingly. He's been good in the red zone this year so far for the Lancers. Here we go. 1st and goal from the 1. 2 backs in the backfield. Ventura to the left of Abreu and Rodriguez to the right. It's a 3 wide receiver set. Here comes the shotgun snap. Handoff to Ventura. Plowing up the middle. Touchdown! Lancers! 35-6 after Ozarian Ventura gets in from a yard out. And Abreu comes to the huddle. It looks like the Lancers want to go for 2 here. 5 minutes, 15 seconds to play in the game. Again, clock rolling time here in the 4th quarter with Tewksbury leading 35-6. 2 backs in the backfield for Jaden. Back to throw, flings it, and the Lancers come up short on the 2-point conversion. The score remains 35-6 here in the 4th. So the Lancers on the board here. Scoring summary in tonight's game. Ciancio starting things off in the 1st quarter with a 3-yard touchdown rush to make it 7-0. Tyler Barnes a touchdown rush to make it 14-0. In the 2nd quarter, Hunter Johnson a 5-yard touchdown rush to make it 21-0. Later in the 2nd, Cam Kearney a long touchdown reception made it 28-0. And then in the 3rd quarter, Barnes, his 2nd touchdown of the game, a reception to make it 35-0. And just a moment ago, Lawrence High's Ozarian Ventura, a 1-yard touchdown run to make it 35-6. Let's see if the Lancers want to go for the onside kick and try to get themselves another possession, or if they decide to kick it deep. Danny Mejia, number 99 in blue, will kick off for the Lawrence. Let's see if they try to steal an extra possession here, or if they're happy to kick it deep. It is an onside kick attempt, and it is loose, and Lawrence has recovered it. Lancers have it. A successful onside kick. 2 Tewksbury players got their hands on it. But the Lancers now have a chance to put another score on the board. They'll need to hurry as the clock is rolling here with 3 minutes and 5 seconds to play in the game. Again, clock is rolling here with Tewksbury's big lead. 35-6 the score. The Lancers will have another chance to put some points on the board and give themselves a little bit of confidence going into next week's road game against Brockton. Empty set for the Lancers. 5 wide receivers, 3 to the near side right, 2 to the far side left for Abreu. 2:34 to play in the game. Jaden has it, has the blocking, has the time. Throws it to the near side. It's complete. Friendy Solar has it at the 41. Sullivan on the tackle. Again, clock rolling here. Under 2 minutes to play now. 5 wide receiver set. Bruce slinging it here in the 4th. Lancers down 35-6. He's back to throw, under pressure, throws it to the near side. It's caught. David Mannon hauls it in. He's out of bounds, but again, that does not stop the clock here in the 4th quarter. Rolling time due to the 30-point lead for Tewksbury in the fourth quarter. What was at one point a 30-point lead means rolling time. So 1:15 to play. The Lancers should have a handful of plays to try to get into the end zone once again. Another empty set for Jaden. Has the snap. Gets the block. Heaves it deep over the middle and complete. Flag on the play though. And that could end up being the last play of the game because the referees will need a little bit of time to sort out the flag. So let's see if the Lancers have a chance for one more play. Could be doubtful here. The penalty does go against Lawrence for offensive pass interference. 30 seconds to go, clock rolling. The Lancers, let's see if they get one more play off here or if that'll do it for tonight's game.
Ball spotted back at the Lawrence 48-yard line.
About 10 seconds to go, and that'll do it. The Lancers fall to Tewksbury here at home. The Lancers fall to 1-2 on the season, while Tewksbury, they are looking strong this year. They improve to 3-0. They've got victories over Danvers, Haverhill, and now Lawrence. Tewksbury, a strong resume here in the MVC. Meanwhile, the Lancers back to the drawing board. They fall to 1-2. Next week they will be at Brockton, and then they will play at New Bedford the following week. The next home game is Friday, October the 13th, when the Lancers host North Andover. Our next LPS Media broadcast, girls volleyball in the gym, Monday, October the 2nd at 5 p.m. We want to thank our crew, our producer, Luis Lopez, our student crew, Eli, Saul, and Steven, for making tonight's broadcast possible. My name is Jay Oza. Thanks for watching LPS Media, and we'll see you next time.